Good morning. I am Dr. Karen Powell, Provost of the American Public University System. It is my great pleasure to serve as your Master of Ceremonies today. Welcome to the Class of 2016 Commencement Celebration. Please stand for the national anthem, performed by Ms. Kimberly Crotty. Gentlemen, please remove your caps at this time.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The invocation will be delivered by University faculty member Reverend Kurt Messick.
Gracious God, humble us through the celebration of graduation, that we may remember and reflect upon all the people you have placed in our lives who helped us on our academic journey. Remind us of the determination it took to be here, so that when future challenges present themselves, we know we have been tested and have what it takes to overcome them. Today, as we hear each graduate's name read, may we be encouraged by the story behind each face, for there are so many among us who have incredible stories of persevering through deployments, single parenting, health concerns, and economic struggles. Only you, O God, know the tremendous quest each graduate endured in order to be at this long-awaited time and place. We also pray for the thousands who are not here, both graduates and students. May any obstacles in their lives be overcome by strength in knowing that we are the graduates of American Public University and American Military University, and together we can make a difference in our communities, in our country, in our world. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Messick. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I would like to introduce our distinguished colleagues on the platform. Please stand as I introduce you. Starting at my immediate right, our President, Dr. Wallace Boston, our commencement speaker and Board of Trustees member, Dr. J.D. Polk, delivering our student honors address, Ms. Tawny Pelletier, delivering our invocation, Reverend Kurt Messick, Chairman of our Board of Trustees, Dr. Catherine Zatz, Chairman of our Board of Directors, Major General Barbara Fast. In the second row are members of our Board of Trustees and Board of Directors. Serving on our Board of Trustees, Lieutenant General Richard Trefry, Dr. Katie Marie, Major General Robert L. Neighbors, Lieutenant General Thomas Conant. Serving on our board of directors, Ms. Jean Halley, Dr. Barbara Kirshan, Mr. Bill Robinson, and our emeritus trustee, Mr. Frank Ball. To my left on the platform, Associate Provost of Academic Affairs, Dr. Conrad Lotze, Dean of the School of Arts and Humanities, Dr. Grace Glass, Dean of the School of Business, Dr. Chad Patrizzi, Dean of the School of Education and the School of Health Sciences, Dr. Brian Freeland, Dean of the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, Mr. Daniel Benjamin, Dean of the School of Security and Global Studies, Dr. Mark Riccardi, Associate Provost of Academic Effectiveness and Student Success, and our Mace Bearer, Dr. Gwendolyn Hall. In the next row, Associate Provost of Academic Program Development and Outreach, Mr. Michael Netzer. Assistant Provost of Graduate Studies, Research and Innovation, Dr. Patricia Campbell. Assistant Provost of Assessment and Accreditation, Dr. Jennifer Helm. Associate Vice President of Academic and Instructional Technology, Ms. Karen Serba. And University Registrar, Ms. Michelle Newman. To my far left, the program directors and faculty from our academic schools are seated. Would you please stand? Faculty and staff of the American Public University System on stage or in the audience, please rise and be recognized. Thank you for the great work that you do. In a spirit of appreciation, graduates, please stand. Do an about face. Spouses and loved ones, parents, children, and friends of the graduates, these graduates thank you. You can do another about face. And be seated. To give the President's address, I am now pleased to introduce our President, Dr. Wallace Boston. Ladies and gentlemen, please join in welcoming Dr. Boston.
Good morning. On behalf of the American Public University System and its Board of Trustees, welcome to our 2016 commencement. Today's ceremony is a tribute to and celebration of all of our students who graduated this past year. 25 years ago, our founder, Major Jim Etter, established American Military University. His vision was to establish a university that would make it more accessible for working adults to earn a degree by offering degrees that matched their current as well as their future career interests. The courses were to be offered at a distance, so that a student who moved frequently would continue his or her education no matter where they might live in the world. Our courses evolved as technology enabled the development of learning management systems for online classroom content, broadband for faster online connection speed, e-books for the portability of learning materials, software simulations, etc. In 2002, we established the American Public University System and added American Public University as a sister school to AMU. We grew from that first class of 18 master's students enrolled in a single degree program to over 100 undergraduate and graduate degrees and certificates and tens of thousands of students, all studying at a distance. During that time, our faculty has grown from 6 to nearly 2,000. Today, approximately 15,000 graduate students are pursuing studies in 36 different programs, ranging from the original military studies to psychology, space studies, homeland security, and sports management. We welcome all of you to membership in our Alumni Association, 63,300 strong, with 23,800 having earned master's degrees. Those of you seated here represent 3,200 alumni who earned master's degrees over the past 12 months. For 580 of you, your master's degree is the second degree that you earned with us. Thank you. Members of your class live in all 50 states and 27 countries. Your class is one of the largest groups of graduate students in our history. The average age of members of your class is 38, but your ages range from 21 to 77. One member of your class began his master's program back in 2004, and another member of the class began in 2014 and finished by May of this year. Clearly, your paths to complete your degrees differ from person to person, but in many cases, your determination and commitment to earn your degree was boosted by the cooperation, understanding, and encouragement of your families. I thank and applaud these special individuals. My job as president over the past 12 years has been to ensure that the many programs and services we offer meet your needs and expectations. While the statistics that I've shared this morning may provide you and your guests with a snapshot of this year's class in the university, averages and totals don't provide the complete pictures that the faculty, staff, and I see day by day, month by month, and year by year. We say that everyone has a story, but our graduating class has some compelling stories to tell, and I'd like to share a few of them with you today. One graduate who used APUS's remote study program to succeed is Michael Turner, whose wife required unexpected surgery in the last few weeks of his capstone class. During this period, being with his wife was priority number 1, his job was priority number 2, and APUS was priority number 3. We get that. Michael set up a makeshift office from his wife's hospital room where he could work from her bedside to complete his coursework when she drifted off to sleep. Though he was born with a severe speech impediment that wounded his self-confidence, Michael's opinions were valued in class here, and he garnered great respect from his professors and classmates. With these seeds of confidence blossoming in him, he was promoted to senior management at Walmart Corporate. Today, he graduates with a well-earned master's in management. While earning her, thank you. While earning her MA in psychology, Jamaica Turner not only underwent surgery herself, but was tasked with taking care of sick loved ones and dealing with some deaths in her family, all while holding down a full-time job and attending school. Yet today, she proudly walks across the stage as the first in her family to graduate with a master's degree. Teresa Jordan earned her bachelor's degree in psychology from APU in November of 2012. In her senior seminar, her professor encouraged her and her classmates to think about and plan for the next phase in their lives. With this encouragement, she made the decision a few months later to enter the Master's in Education School Counseling program. While completing her grad studies, she balanced time raising her children, helping her husband build a flooring business, and working full-time with students with disabilities in the local school system. In order to complete her practicum and internship, she had to take a leave of absence from her job. She believes that her professors motivated her to be the best candidate that she can be, and by completing successfully this program, her potential annual earnings have doubled. After completing 2 bachelor's degrees, Genevieve O'Brien decided to earn her Master's of Arts in Management to grow her business and help others grow their own businesses. She began her first degree while actively deployed in the Air Force and has since raised 2 children through her husband's deployments, all while working steadily towards her degree. Today, she runs a successful direct sales company. When Matt Peeling graduated from high school, his goal was to attend college to play football. Unfortunately, family circumstances did not allow that to happen, so Matt enlisted in the U.S. Army Reserves and became a medical specialist. After completing his active duty assignments, Matt found that he was unable to get a job as a nurse without a degree. Then, unfortunately, he had an accident that left him in a wheelchair and really didn't provide him the opportunity to both work a job and attend a traditional class on the ground day by day. Fortunately for us, he found AMU and earned his Bachelor of Science in IT Management. While studying as an undergraduate, he founded the Student Veterans of America chapter, served as its president, and grew it to be the largest chapter of the Student Veterans of America in the United States. One month after graduating, Matt enrolled for an MBA, which he completed this year. Matt and his wife frequently attend events on behalf of the university, including visiting the halls of Congress. Matt, thank you for being not just one of our students and alum, but for your friendship. I wish I had the time to tell all of your stories. And later, after the celebration ends, those of you who don't mind writing one more assignment and who wish to share your story can email me at president@apus.edu. I promise you I will read them all. Completing your education online with us is an accomplishment to be extremely proud of. It wasn't easy, but you made it. A few of you may choose to continue with your studies and earn another master's degree or even a doctoral degree. I expect that the rest of you will continue to acquire knowledge and your expertise throughout your career. The fact that you completed your education online with us should serve you well. We are exceptionally proud of your accomplishments, congratulate each of you, and wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Boston. We now acknowledge graduates and faculty who were honored very early this morning for their academic and teaching excellence at an awards breakfast. Award recipients, please stand when your name is announced, and please hold your applause until all are recognized. The class of 2016 Academic Scholar Awards were presented to, from the School of Education, Ms. Teresa Jordan; from the School of Health Sciences, Mr. Scott Howell; from the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, Ms. Jan Bauer. Thank you. Congratulations. At this time, would all of our graduates who received academic honors please stand? Congratulations to you on this achievement. I now invite the recipients of the Outstanding Faculty Awards to stand when announced. And again, please hold your applause. In 2016, the Excellence in Teaching and Learning Awards are presented to, from the School of Arts and Humanities, Ms. Yvonne Ho; from the School of Business, Mr. Dwayne Thomas; from the School of Education, Ms. Jennifer Jewell; from the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, Mr. Sean Aker; from the School of Security and Global Studies, Mr. James Barney. The Excellence in Teaching Gateway Courses Award was presented to Ms. Elizabeth Hutchings. The Outstanding New Faculty Member of the Year is Mr. Wallace Burns. Overall Outstanding Faculty Member for 2016 is Mr. George Case III. Please join me in congratulating and thanking them. I'm also pleased to announce that this morning, Dr. Boston was honored as the inaugural recipient of the Wallace E. Boston Leadership Award for his outstanding leadership, significant contributions to higher education, and impact to his community, industry, and the world around us. Congratulations, Dr. Boston. Today, we also honor the class of 2016 President's Award recipient and our graduate student speaker. Dr. Boston, I invite you to the podium to introduce our student speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Powell. The President's Award for Outstanding Graduate Student of the Year goes to Ms. Tawny Pelletier. Tawny completed her Master of Arts in Psychology at AMU with a 4.0 GPA. She serves as a personnel officer in the United States Air Force, where she leads the largest stateside military personnel section, overseeing 70 civilian and military airmen. Tawny is a two-time winner of the Company Grade Officer of the Quarter and has been named the 2015 Company Grade Officer of the Year for the 25th Air Force's Directorate of Manpower and Personnel. Tawny was born in Massachusetts, but she has lived in Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Virginia, Oklahoma, and now resides in Texas. She volunteers as an Air Force sexual assault victim advocate and at the San Antonio Rape Crisis Center. She also fosters orphan dogs and volunteers at local animal shelters in her community. Tawny credits her success to her parents, Tracy and Larry. She would also like to thank her extended family and her military family for their unwavering support and encouragement. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ms. Tawny Pelletier.
Good morning, class of 2016. First and foremost, I want to congratulate each and every one of you on this major achievement. We completed our programs online, and I truly believe this sets us apart from the pack. We are the busiest individuals I have ever met. We range from working professionals to stay-at-home parents, millennials to baby boomers, and even some older generations, first professional degree recipients to those with 5 degrees completed. Despite our differences, we made education our priority. I'm extremely proud and grateful to stand among you today as we graduate as one. Above all, I want to thank my peers and fellow classmates at American Military and American Public University. At the start of every class I took, each classmate took a brief moment to describe who they were and what they loved outside of school. Not only did I get to learn alongside of my peers, but I also got to know many of them, whether it was their hobbies, work life, or joining in celebration of the addition of a new family member. To my classmates, thank you. It was an honor and a privilege to grow with you. I also want to extend my thanks to my family and my military family, especially those who are here today. My mother and my grandmother, Tracy and Pearl, my father and my stepmother, Larry and Judy, and my 2 sisters, Alyssa and Darby. There were many Sunday nights I would get a phone call and I would quickly end the conversation saying, "Hey, I have a paper due tonight. Can I call you back tomorrow?" I cannot thank you enough for putting up with my antics and pushing me to excel in my classwork. Finally, I must thank my most influential teacher and the amazing woman who nominated me for the President's Award, Dr. Elaine Sedor. Even though she was one of the toughest teachers I had, no one pushed me as hard as she did. I liked her so much, I decided to take 3 classes with her. I'm incredibly thankful to everyone who influenced me and my fellow graduates to persevere in our studies so we could be here today. You have been our motivators, our rock to stand on, and everything in between. One of the biggest turning points in my life was a professional failure. I failed out of flight school for the Air Force, and it put a huge dent into my military career. For a long time, all I could see was this failure. And sadly, because I had defined myself this way, others did too. I forced myself into this labeled box where I didn't belong, and I'm sure many of us have been down this path before. It took me some time, but I came to realize that my self-definition was the key to my happiness. I can tell that all of you already know some great things about every one of you, and it can't be contained by words alone. You're educational leaders. Only 1/3 of the American population goes on to attain a master's degree. You're passionate. You have fought long and hard for your specialized degree, and you get to be in this chair that you are sitting in on this beautiful morning. You are doers and go-getters. Whether you need this degree to further your career or you jumped on this opportunity to further your understanding of the world, you did it. You don't have to be humble today. Today is your day. And you know what? Hands down, you are someone's hero today. In my everyday life, I'm a military member. This is my outward appearance, and I sure don't define myself by this fact alone. My request for you today is to think about yourself for all of the amazing things that you are and the incredible goals that you have for your future. For me, I like to think of myself as a superhero. I volunteer as a victim advocate for survivors of sexual assault. But instead of donning a cape, I put on a lanyard, and instead of a spandex suit, I usually can be found rocking in my skinny jeans. My superpower is empathy and a listening ear. I'm often asked about how I can do such a demanding and tragic volunteer opportunity, but there's so much more than that. My clients aren't just victims. They're survivors, and just like you and me, they have amazing things about them that are so much more beautiful than just the box that they are put in. These survivors are funny, hardworking, enthusiastic, creative, and so much more. Society tries to cram them into the title of victim, but truly, they have a world of different things that define them. To my classmates, don't let the world define who you are. Write your own definition. If you let others define you, it will wear you down to the core. If you fall, good. Get up again, take your lessons learned, and flourish. Become the superhero that you want to be. Look deep inside yourself and find that superpower. Is your superpower the ability to make others laugh, even in time of sadness? Is it leading others to success? Do you have the power to provide care and compassion? Well, I don't know your personal superpowers. I know that you have the ability to make a difference in your world and your community. You've already shown so much. Take a look at yourself. If you haven't already, take 1,000,000 pictures of yourself and all those selfies about how incredible you are today. Take a good mental picture of where you're sitting right now, what you're wearing. Look at those faces around you. You are extraordinary. You have reached another milestone in life. Today, you are graduates. Who knows what achievements you'll have next? Ladies and gentlemen, today you don your superhero capes of cap and gown. I look forward to a brighter future with each of you lighting the way. You are my heroes. Thank you and happy graduation.
Wow, what an inspiring speech. Thank you very, very much, Tony. I am pleased and honored to present you with the Class of 2016 President's Award.
Thank you, Dr. Boston, and congratulations, Ms. Pelletier. Today, we are fortunate to have Dr. J.D. Polk here as our commencement speaker. Dr. J.D. Polk is a senior medical officer with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration in the Office of the Chief Health and Medical Officer in Washington, D.C. Dr. Polk is a fellow of the American College of Osteopathic Emergency Physicians, an associate fellow of the Aerospace Medicine Association. Dr. Polk received his degree in osteopathic medicine from A.T. Still University in Kirksville, Missouri. He is board certified in both emergency medicine and aerospace medicine. Dr. Polk holds a Master of Science in Space Studies from American Military University, one of our very own alumni, a Master of Medical Management from the University of Southern California's Marshall School of Business, and a Master's Certificate in Public Health from the University of New England. He is a Clinical Associate Professor of Emergency Medicine at Edward via College of Osteopathic Medicine, an Affiliate Associate Professor and Senior Fellow in the School of Public Policy at George Mason University. He has received numerous awards and commendations, including citations from the FBI, White House Medical Unit, Association of Air Medical Services, and the U.S. Air Force. He has received the NASA Center Director's Commendation, the NASA Exceptional Service Medal, the National Security and International Affairs Medal, and the NASA Exceptional Achievement Medal. In addition, Dr. Polk serves as a trustee for American Public University System. Please join in welcoming Dr. Polk.
Thank you, Dr. Powell, Mr. President, Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty, guests, and last but not least, graduates. It's a pleasure to be here today. I'm going to talk to you about three things today. I'm going to talk to you about ladders, CEOs, and a message to Garcia. Now, when Wally asked me to do this speech, you know, I'm trying to, knowing full well that you're probably going to forget everything I say in about 32 minutes. So I have to have something that I can latch on to, something visual, something that might be a metaphor that you could hang on to. And so I'm in Home Depot, and I'm in the aisle that has ladders. And I'm thinking about the metaphor of climbing the ladder. And of course, it wasn't long before a young gentleman in the orange apron comes to me and says, "Sir, can I help you with that ladder?" I said, "No, I'm just going to, just looking at this ladder." he says, well, that ladder comes in multiple sizes, sir, and if you're worried about paying for that ladder, we've got payment plans and a Home Depot credit card, et cetera. I said, this ladder and I, we just need some time alone together. So as you can imagine, the gentleman backed very slowly out of the aisle. But the thing about the metaphor of the ladder is that you are all, as graduates, and especially with your graduate degree, you are climbing the ladder. You are no longer on the bottom rung. You are no longer on the second or third rung. You're at the middle of the ladder right now, and you are ascending. And so I have a piece of advice for you, because if you remember ladders, all of you that have climbed them, there's a sticker, right, at that second to top step that says, caution, don't step above this step. Or if you do, you might lose your balance. Now, first you have to wonder about, why would you make a step if I'm not allowed to step on it? But once you get past that, and I know at least all the men in the audience, we have stepped on that step, right? Yeah. We believe that balance thing is for everybody else but us. But it is a metaphor for your career as well. If you think about it, when you become chief or an assistant secretary or vice president or et cetera, that is what that step represents. That step is an area that is a pinnacle of a career that not many people attain. And it's a cautionary sticker there that if you don't keep your balance, that you will fall. And we've all seen people fall. We've seen secretaries of CIA or the military or of CEOs of companies or others that either lost their way or their ethics or did something that cost them their career or their job. And so that sticker is there to remind you as you climb the ladder, keep your balance. Make sure that you keep your balance if you're going to step above this step. Now, I'm sure you're probably thinking, Dr. Polk, thank you very much, but, I'm not going to be a CEO or an assistant secretary or a vice president. And I'll tell you, you're already a CEO. You are the CEO right now of U Incorporated. And you need to take care of the physical plant of U Incorporated. Because if you don't pay attention to it, you're going to have to spend a lot of money later, just like every other CEO. And you need to pay attention to the people that support U Incorporated. Give them the attention they deserve. You need to pay attention to the people that work for U Incorporated and make sure that they've got the proper respect and that they know that you respect the work that they do. And then you need to pay attention to the financial aspects of U Incorporated, not spend more than you make, et cetera. Don't have deficit spending. You need to keep U Incorporated in mind as you market, whether you're on LinkedIn or elsewhere. That's your brand. You have a personal brand, and you need to market U Incorporated. So I will tell you that you are already a CEO. Lastly, I'd like to talk to you that you need to have a reputation to be a person equal to the task of delivering a letter to Garcia. Now, what does that mean? Well, in 1899, war broke out between Spain and the United States, and President McKinley needed to deliver a message to General Garcia deep in the jungle of Cuba. But nobody knew where exactly Garcia was. I mean, it's the jungle. There was no telegraph, there was no Morse code, there was no other way to get a message to Garcia, but they needed to tell the general how to act and what they were going to do as far as the operational plan and when to act and when the day and time to act was going to be. And McKinley vexed on this for some time, how he was going to get the message to Garcia. And one of his staff said, I know a guy, and I think he can give this message to Garcia. And faced with very little alternative, McKinley said, well, go ahead and summon him. And so a gentleman by the name of Rowan appeared before the president. The president explained the situation, told him that he needed to get this letter to Garcia as quickly as possible. Now, the gentleman took the letter, put it in the oilskin pouch, strapped it to his heart, put it in underneath his shirt, rode on his horse as fast as possible overnight, met a boat. The boat took him through a tropical storm to Cuba. As the boatsman watched the gentleman get out of the boat, he left and disappeared into the jungle. 5 days later, the gentleman emerged on the other side of the island, having delivered the letter to Garcia. Now, the point of that story is not the fact that the gentleman, went through all of those obstacles to deliver the letter to Garcia. And it's not the fact that the gentleman didn't ask, is that in my performance evaluation? Or how much money am I going to get paid to deliver the letter to Garcia? Or how many people am I going to have to deliver this letter to Garcia? And, how long do I have to wait for Garcia to read the letter? Do I need to get a response from Garcia? There are none of those things that went about. In fact, he didn't even ask McKinley a single question. The point is that Rowan had a reputation for being the person who could get the letter to Garcia. And that's my last point for you, is to have that reputation of someone who can get something done. And this particular person probably started out having that reputation first with his supervisor. And then it grew from there. And then it grew from there. And then it grew from there, till finally his reputation extended to the President of the United States as someone who could get something done. So my advice to you is to be like Rowan, have a reputation for being the person to deliver the message to Garcia, be known for your reputation of completing the task or the mission with without overmanagement or undue haste, and that is your brand. And combined with the credentials that you are getting here today, that you are earning, that reputation will allow you to climb the ladder. It will push you up the rung to that sticker. And then once you're there, you need to decide to keep your balance. But once you get there, keep that balance and take care of you Incorporated. Congratulations, class of 2016. Take the time to savor this moment. Take the time to spend time and thank your families and your support system, and allow yourself the indulgence of a little pride in your accomplishments today. Thank you very much.
Right here. Okay. So Dr. Polk, JD, thank you for your inspiring words, for helping us look at the ladder, for helping the graduates think about the CEO of you, and for helping them figure out what the message is and to be the person that always delivers. And on behalf of the class, please accept this gift.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
I again invite Dr. Boston to the podium for a special presentation.
It is my pleasure today to recognize Mr. Frank Ball as Emeritus Trustee. Frank has played a significant role in the development and growth of American Public University System. He was a valued consultant to the American Military University founder, Major James Pieter, in the early days of the organization. Frank served as the Vice President of Student Services in 2002, Vice President of Programs and Marketing in 2003, and Interim Chief Executive Officer in 2004. Frank became an American Military University board member in May of 2000, serving concurrently on the American Public Education Inc. board from 2002 to 2004. He served as the chairman of the American Public University System's Board of Trustees from June 2011 to June 2015, and was made trustee emeritus in March of 2016. Thank you for your service. Dr. Zatz, will you come forward? Frank, will you please come forward? And Dr. Zatz, will you step forward to present Frank with the commendation? It's also my great honor to award Mr. Frank Ball the Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa, in recognition of his extraordinary achievements in service to the public service community across multiple sectors, including the United States Marine Corps, government agencies, universities, and various corporations. Mr. Ball's career and his leadership in public service have resulted in significant contributions to improving performance, commitment to purpose, and increased personal fulfillment. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the American Public University System Board of Trustees and the entire university community proudly join to confer upon Mr. Frank Ball the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa, on this 18th day of June 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Frank as he received this honor.
I would invite Associate Provost Dr. Gwendolyn Hall to join me at the podium for a special presentation.
It is my pleasure to recognize our president, Dr. Wallace Boston, for his dedication to American Public University System. Dr. Boston has served our university for over 14 years. For 12 of those years, he served as our president. His steadfast leadership guided our institution through tremendous growth. Over the years, we've grown our program offerings, we've grown our faculty and staff members, and now we have close to 100,000 students and over 60,000 alumni. Today, we express our appreciation for his service and success. In July, Dr. Boston will become the Chief Executive Officer of American Public Education Incorporated. In this role, he will grow and guide other educational entities and continue to support the work that we do here. This morning, Dr. Boston was the first to be honored with the Dr. Wallace Boston Leadership Award, an award that will continue to celebrate our university's great leaders for years to come. His dedication to our staff, faculty, students, and alumni is unparalleled, and he leaves behind a great legacy that will continue to guide our institution as we continue to advance our mission of educating those who serve. Dr. Boston, please join me at the podium. On behalf of the faculty, staff, students, and alumni, thank you for your service to our university. We have been honored to have served with you, and we look forward to your continued support in your new role. You are a leader among leaders, and we are honored to continue the great work you have done over the past 14 years.
The graduating class of 2016 consists of those who could label themselves as teachers, parents, service members, veterans, and volunteers, among other valued roles. Our diversity inside and outside the classroom makes us strong in times of adversity. Not all members of this graduating class reached their academic dream. James Gregory Curry passed away Wednesday, November 12, 2014, at Sparrow Hospital in Lansing, Michigan. He was born May 14, 1952, in Birmingham, Alabama, to Walter Lee Curry and Aline M. Flowers Curry. James was affiliated with Mount Hope Church and was an member of the Potter's House Pentecostal. He retired from the United States Army in 1992. James received a bachelor's degree in philosophy religion from Shaw University and was studying for a Master of Arts in Sports Management from American Public University. He was also the director for military ministries in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. To cherish his memory, he leaves his devoted wife of 24 years, Fran Beverly Shea Curry, and 8 children: Cassandra Dewan, Denise Aline Curry, David Emmanuel Curry, Elizabeth Victoria Shea Curry, James Gregory Curry II, Elaine Athea Shea Curry, Matthew Bartholomew Curry, and Isaac Jacob Curry. His favorite scripture is Romans 8:38-39. For I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels nor principalities, nor powers nor things present, nor things to come, nor height nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. We are honored to have his wife, children, and other treasured family members here with us today. Elaine and Matthew Curry will accept their father's Master of Science in Sports Management degree posthumously during the conferral of degrees by President Boston. At this time, please pause with me for a moment of silence to honor James Curry. Jordan Bradford Pearson was born in Henderson, Texas on April 30, 1987, to Larry and Jonna Pearson. Although a quiet child, he showed his leadership abilities at an early age in the protective way he cared for his two sisters, Dana and Emily. At the age of 10, Jordan told his mother he wanted to be a pilot in the United States Air Force, and he spent the remainder of his school years preparing himself. At 14, Jordan and his family moved to Lubbock, Texas, where he met the love of his life and his future wife, Jamie, and attended Coronado High School. Ever vigilant in his efforts to develop piloting skills, Jordan spent many hours playing video games with his best friend, Chase Futrell, as a way to hone his hand-eye coordination and refine the quick reflexes he would need to fly aircraft. Upon graduation from high school, Jordan received the endorsement of a congressman and entered the Air Force Academy Prep School. He then went on to attend the Air Force Academy and graduate with his bachelor's degree. On June 12, 2010, Jordan married Jamie Graves. Initially, they were stationed in Columbus, Mississippi, where Jordan completed his undergraduate pilot training and was then assigned to Dyess Air Force Base in Abilene, Texas. Known for his management and leadership ability, Jordan quickly became one of the moving forces of the 39th Air Squadron. His fellow officers remember him as someone who knew the rules and regulations better than anyone else. He was a problem solver and worked relentlessly to improve his performance and the performance of those with whom he worked. In the spring of 2014, at the age of 26, Jordan was promoted to the rank of captain. Less than 2 years later, on October 2nd, 2015, Jordan Pearson lost his life in a plane crash. He was deployed in Afghanistan and acting as aircraft commander of his flight group, Torque 62. He is greatly missed and will always be loved by those he left behind. We are honored to have his wife, Jamie, and her sister, Abby, with us today. Jamie Pearson will accept her husband's Master of Arts in Management degree posthumously during the conferral of degrees by President Boston. At this time, please pause with me for a moment of silence to honor Captain Jordan Pearson. We also today have many graduates at a distance. Graduates and guests, please direct your attention to the screens for a special message to the class of 2016.
Sorry I couldn't be there. I'm here in sunny, beautiful Fort Sill, Oklahoma. But congratulations to the class of 2016. Good job.
AMU class of 2016, congratulations! We have all made it to graduation. My name is Kendra Logan, and I come to you from Dallas, Texas as a U.S. Marine Corps veteran. And I just want to come here today to congratulate you all. No matter what you were going through, you did it.
I'd really like to thank the faculty and staff. I'd also like to congratulate and thank the students, you guys, for being there with me, kind of now, and drive on, continue your education. Thanks a lot for being there for us. Congratulations, guys.
I'm from California. This is Slugger, my online classmate, and I'm graduating this year from AMU with a Master's in Intelligence Studies. And I just wanted to take time to thank all my classmates and my professors and congratulate everybody. I know it's been a long 2-year journey, some more for some of us, but it's absolutely worth it.
Hi, I'm Doug Hill, a disabled veteran from Southern Nevada.
And I'm Tracy Hill. We are both 2016 graduates of AMU. We'd like to send our congratulations to the entire class of 2016, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Job well done, and this degree will take you far. I'm a proven example of that. Accepting the troops of teachers. I'm going to be a teacher after 30 years of honorable service, all because of my degrees.
I'm not able to attend today as my husband's active duty Air Force, and we're currently stationed in Germany. I wish I could be there to celebrate with all y'all, but I do want to thank my husband and my kids because without them and their support, none of this would have been possible. They're my drive and my inspiration, and I would have made it this far without them.
Hi, my name is Christian Carlos. I'm graduating from AMU with an Associate's in Health Sciences. I'm sorry I can't make it, but congratulations.
I'm currently serving in the U.S. Air Force alongside my husband, and together we have 3 kids. Getting my degree wasn't always easy, but with strength and perseverance, I excelled. What's important is you did it. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Hi, I'm Dasha with the Department of Homeland Security. I just completed my master's in psychology. I had such a great experience with APU. So from my family to yours, congratulations to all my fellow classmates.
To the graduating class, hard work and dedication, support at AMU, friends and family is what got us here today. Be proud of what you accomplished. No one can take away the pride you feel or the hard work that you have done. Congratulations, and may all of your future endeavors be just as successful.
I am currently just graduated with my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I had an awesome time at AMU. Sorry I can't be with you guys. Greetings from Lawton, Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
I was born in Honduras, and coming from a third world country where I had to work at a very young age to be able to afford our bare necessities, I never thought this day would come. And I feel so privileged and so honored to have been given the opportunity to attend college and become the first college graduate in my family. This is my American dream coming true.
I'm sure many of you are excited to reach your goal of receiving a degree after many hours of hard work and dedication. For that, I say pat yourself on the back, because the journey of juggling a family, work, and study simultaneously isn't always easy. But you did it! From my family to each and every one of you, congratulations on your big achievement.
You are here, you did it, and you deserve it, and now it's time to celebrate.
A big shout out to class of 2016. Yay, we did it!
Congratulations to everybody else that's graduating. I wish I could be there in 2016.
Wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and good luck.
Congratulations to the class of 2016.
Congratulations to everyone out there in the class of 2016.
Happy day and congratulations on your achievement.
Congratulations, class of 2016.
We did it!
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. At this time, I am pleased to present the American Public University System candidates to Dr. Boston. First to cross the stage will be a master's degree candidate representing all of the candidates participating virtually through the live webcast of today's ceremony. Will the candidate in absentia please stand and come forward? I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation in absentia. Master's degree candidates, please come forward by school to receive your diploma.
School of Arts and Humanities. Gary Peters, Michigan. Derek C. Hughes, West Virginia. Lita Seiler Opiegard, Alaska. Christopher Shalini, New York. Louis A. Taylor II, Virginia. Kevin Lynn Heron, Texas. Christina Marie Siegerman, Wyoming. Lisa Marie Hurley, California. Daniel Saylor, Michigan. Craig Lira, Texas. Alicia Danielle Madison, Virginia. Pamela Jean Cervello Briggs, Maryland.
Delmer Cook, California. Leah Samal, Florida.
Amy Marie White, Ohio. Jennifer Mitchell Lemich, Pennsylvania. Tawny Pelletier, North Carolina. Kaya Winbush, District of Columbia. Michelle Elizabeth Hidalgo, West Virginia. Emily Ellis, Maryland. Michael Carlos Romero, California. Rachel Young, Florida. William Christopher Jandrew, New York. Dr. T. Donald Marsh, Virginia. Christopher Tenaro, Florida. James M. Kinder, New York. John W. McCaskill, District of Columbia. Ashley Nicole Brambilla, Ohio. Amber Rose Kelly Herard, California. Paige Nicole Maltby, Virginia. Stephanie Dalton Link, South Carolina. Jasmine Spate, West Virginia. Leah Marshall Thompson, Louisiana. Ana Ruiz DeVault, Virginia. Angelica S. Carter, South Korea. Stephanie Shirley, West Virginia. Elaine Kazutomi, Colorado. Marie Jones, Florida.
Donna Bullard, North Carolina. Francine Price, Pennsylvania. Jeffrey Apaka, Rockville, Maryland. Aaliyah LaFrancis, Colorado. Tamika Turner, Louisiana.
Emily Kazutomi, Colorado. School of Business.
Matt. Matt Peeling, Virginia.
Cynthia Muhammad, Texas. Whitney Horsford, New York. Jennifer Lindy, Washington. Deanna West, Louisiana. Amanda Brackett, Colorado. Lori Ann Gonzalez Ordonez, Virginia. Patricia S. Harmon, Florida. Todd Jeffrey Hawley, Virginia. Anjanette Bledsoe, Mississippi. Jiang Jung Jin, Virginia. Mirko Alejandro Moravi, North Carolina. April Lynn Williams, North Carolina. Yves Pamphile, Haiti. Stephanie Nicole Linden, Maryland. Keaton C. Gubler, North Carolina. Joan Elizabeth Garner, Virginia. Ricardo V. Haynes, Ohio. Jean-Pierre, Massachusetts. Laura Jerry, Nebraska. Carlene Lyons, Florida. Megan Ashley Dozer, Virginia. Marcia Nepomuceno, West Virginia. Peterson Merville, Georgia. Engin Ataman, Washington. Catherine Ataman, Washington. Jessica Weimer, Virginia. Janita Latrice Sykes, Georgia. Tammy Roseanne Herndon, West Virginia. Jeannie Gomez, Arizona. Deanna Asherlin Tubby, Texas. Dominic E. Idet, Maryland. Yuri Lizinski, Ohio. Kimberly Bowen, Maryland. Tiffany Hughes, New Mexico. Joseph Gandia, Puerto Rico. Bianca Renee Holmes, Georgia. Sudeep Rijal, Nepal. Narasimhan Iyengar, Maryland. Axe Torres, Texas.
Coffee Soweji, Maryland.
Dr. Aloysius Ibiaga, Canada. Jackie Ellsberg, Virginia. Michelle Renee Lane, Virginia. Madeline Roberts, Virginia. Padmaja Sunkara, Virginia. Theodis Hawkins, Michigan. Stephen M. Larson, Florida. April Watson Dempsey, Maryland. Jamie N. Tillmont, New Jersey. Michelle Sullivan, New Jersey. Ernestine Young, Cameroon. Johnny Ferguson, New York. Rachel Louise Reynolds, Georgia. Daniel Hoban, Virginia. Brooke Marie Winterton, California. Sashi Alam, Illinois. Jacoby McCurdy, Georgia. Alan G. Cornell, Pennsylvania. Gail Ely, Florida. Wendy Kwong, Virginia. Richard Nguyen, Virginia. Christopher P. Brochart, Jr., West Virginia. Jonathan M. Agee, West Virginia. Agbojan Edwe Sinam, Maryland. Kimberly Gordon, Ohio. Rhonda Burgess House, Tennessee. Jerry L. Bristow, Virginia. Jamie Nicole Sakach, Ohio. Earl Kenneth Darko Sebastian Mena, South Dakota. Jonathan Hipsher, Ohio. Terrence D. Stewart, Georgia.
Lance Logan Latier, Florida.
Glenn J. Latier, Florida. Heather Lee Hardenman, West Virginia. Kate Passo, Virginia. Anthony Frazier Jr., Illinois. Amy Desai, New Jersey. Susanna Owens, Virginia. Aaron Jameson Adams, Maryland. Alexander Africa, California. Jonathan Chingono, Texas. Nikki McGinnis, Kentucky. Asra Slushenskaite Nativi, Virginia. Marcella Briggs, New York. Monique Antiveros Heinlein, Texas. Charles Mark Atkins II, Georgia. Vladia Grace Larty, Georgia. Julius Leon Richardson, North Carolina. Jackie Davina Redding, New Jersey. Heather Stanfield, Indiana. Natasha Harrison, Maryland. LaWanda Stone, Maryland. Brandon Medina, New York. James Joseph Castellano, New Jersey. Narcissa Bodie Johnson, Korea. Kurt Schmidt, Arkansas. Jessica Lynn Ward, Connecticut. Trisha John, Maryland. Cedrica Juanita Spencer, Florida. Whitney Longior, Maryland. Charles Smith Jr., Georgia. Vanessa Bellman, Pennsylvania. Christian Sakdalan, Virginia. Lloyd Kelvin Jr., New Jersey. Genevieve O'Brien, Nevada. Jamie Noel Montgomery, Michigan. Jordan Pearson, Texas. Kelly Mumfree, Virginia. Michelle Nicole Mills Brown, West Virginia. Vi Rapine, American Samoa. Ashley H. Fair, Louisiana. Kezia Naraya McSwain, Mississippi. Hazel Johnson, Virginia. James C. Dillard, Tennessee. Marilyn Neal, California. Joanna Filson, West Virginia. April Denise Beldo, California. Carrie McCarthy, Illinois. Christina Parfait, Utah. Sherry Kirk, Virginia. Juanita Jarrett, Georgia. Gina Marie Cummings, Georgia. Kelly Collier III, Georgia. Paul R. Kunkel, California. Kevin Bumgarner, Illinois. Deidre Leek Lyons, North Carolina. Latasha Ada McWright, Michigan. Deborah Turner, Forest City. Michael Turner, Arkansas. Dwayne Alexander Bryant, South Carolina. Antonio Williams, St. Martin. Christine Nicole Dietz, Maryland. Stephanie Myers, Virginia. Katrina Lundy, New York. Shalonda Denise Scott, Florida. William Kearns Jr., New Jersey. John Michael Renteria, Indiana. Susan Vandenrad, West Virginia. Ted Borley, Bolton. Forrest L. Black, Virginia. Daniello Lane, Florida. Charles Stevenson, Pennsylvania. Unwigaboje St. James, Abu Dhabi. Terrence Juxon Smith, Ohio. Tunisa Camille King, Connecticut. Brett Glenn Hall, West Virginia. Keisha Montague, New York. Heather Dawn Shireen Morris, Jamaica. Angelica Salazar, Texas. Natasha Alexandria Arnold, Virgin Islands. Curtis Wilbert Braswell Jr., North Carolina. James Anthony Braveboy Jr., South Carolina. Frida Duplan, Florida. Aisha Mujahid, Virginia. Norman E. Shaw, Nevada.
Mark Anthony Jones, Colorado. Justin Serbaugh, Pennsylvania. Lacey Hathaway, West Virginia. Elisa Berry, Virginia. Daniel Smith, Virginia. Kennedy Gray, North Carolina. Sierra Pinkney. Roderick Green, Florida. Beatrice Tiago, Virginia. Rebecca Lynn Woods, Georgia. Tiana Druitt Pierce, Maryland. Sunny Reed, Indiana. Richard Taylor, Jamaica. Sekiro Tawalawi, Texas.
School of Education. Jennifer A. Hiles, Pennsylvania. Kevin Furtick, Texas. Molly Jo Adams, West Virginia. Angela Gadera, Maryland. James Walsh, Virginia. Mary Ellen Moradian, Virginia. Philip Rodriguez, Michigan. Tracy May Sawyers, Virginia. Marilyn Crotwell, Mississippi. Melissa Ann Pooty, Nevada. Ian Joshua Yarmus, Maryland. Wendy Labanow, New York. Tiffany Sims, Ohio. Steve Quintana, Alaska. Sean Marie Bigler, Virginia. Colleen Elizabeth Moore, Maryland. Summer Dawn Otley, West Virginia. Matthew Salisbury, Australia. Lisa Smith Parker, Maryland. Sylvia Oriana, Virginia. Teresa Jordan, West Virginia. Amy Lang, West Virginia. Amanda Bender, West Virginia. Heidi Clark, Maryland. Brittany Ann Cockrell, West Virginia.
Zubida Wynn McNair, Pennsylvania. Corshawn Summers, Delaware. Capricia Kegler, Georgia.
School of Health Sciences.
Trina Agee, West Virginia. Sarah Fatmata Bayo, Sierra Leone. Teresa A. Brown Williams, Wisconsin. Travis Michael Combest, Virginia. Omado Lak Deng, Minnesota. John Edgar Federis, California. Kara Lamberson Leach, Virginia. Marie Bridget Ngobelik, Georgia. Pauline Obini, Maryland. Karina Resto, Puerto Rico. Katie Lou Vandenberg, Iowa. Jean Verasamy, New York. Edward Wilkinson, Pennsylvania. Stephen Braun, New York. Jeremy Leon Buxton, Louisiana. Marianne Manias, Georgia. James Curry, Michigan. Virginia DeBons, Washington. Leslie Renee Furtick, Texas. John Lockshman, Maryland. Nicole Samantha Pressman, Pennsylvania. Rachel Lynn Pinton, New Jersey. Kyle Nordstrom, West Virginia. Elvon Dixon, Michigan. James H. Brown III, Virginia. Clinton Avery Bridges, Pennsylvania. Amanda Davis, North Carolina. Everett A. Carson, District of Columbia.
Mia Patrice Burrows Allen, Louisiana. Taiwo Simone Adebobola, Georgia. Shaniza Hopkins, Virginia.
School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. Bobby Noble, Kentucky. Corey Allen Runge, Georgia. Tiffany Wietosh, Pennsylvania. Teresa Cheryl Quelch, New Jersey. Stacy Hill Henderson, Arkansas. Jafet Ferrer Torres, Puerto Rico. Anthony Cantrell, California. John Paul Meir, Louisiana. Tanisha Gaines Bay, Florida. Tyrone Eric Thomas, Mississippi. Abiodun Adedotan Adeloye, Iowa. Jessica Zine, North Carolina. Mayeka Joseph Gichana, New Jersey. Darren Wayne Howe, California. Michael Crea, Florida. DeReef L. Sutton, Florida. Melissa Echeverria, Georgia. Daniel Snodgrass, Kansas. Curtis Lewis III, Oklahoma. Renton Blackstone, Virginia. Major Brian Thomas Collins, New Jersey. Cleveland Grimes, Colorado. Terrell Webster, Hawaii. Akintunde Jeremiah Olawafemi, New York. Jeffrey Martinez, Illinois. Tyson Maurice Price, Texas. Joash Utieno Muganda, California.
Stevie Hubbard, California.
Matthew Scroggins, Virginia. Paul Zaransky, Pennsylvania. Elmer W. Takash III, Ohio. Regina Maddy, Virginia. Karine Senat Guerrier, New York.
Ulabenja Joseph Falomo, Texas. Jessica Honan, Texas. Maretu Mamo, Virginia. Daniel Abibi, Maryland. Jan Bauer, Massachusetts. Elijah Sagini, Minnesota.
School of Security and Global Studies. Alfred Watts Jr., Pennsylvania. Trisha Dawn Fritz, Indiana. Lynn Rochelle Greer, New York. Rosa Wanlangzi, Texas. Maria Torrealaba Jordan, Nebraska. Taylor Shanae Diedrich, Georgia. Belenda Toalawi, Georgia. Mary Richard, West Virginia. Patrice Perry, Pennsylvania. Latoya Monique Carter, Virginia. Tony Lau, New York. Erica Daniel Dorsey, Maryland. Timothy Stuppy, Alabama. Natalie Christine French, Florida. Paula Larson, Oregon. Sean Hoskins, Illinois. Bernadette Guardino, New York. Heather Christine Barnes, Maryland. Michelle Ferris, Maryland. Fanwell Adrian Wape, New York. Peter Mads Jensen, California. Ashley Glidewell, Arizona. T.R. Young Shelton, Maryland. Pedro Gomez, Florida. Donald G. Hoard Jr., Ohio. Carter Langston, South Carolina. Robert Michael Linares, California. Petra Latier, Germany. Dominica R. Ramirez, Texas. Joshua A. D'Entremont, Maine. Colonel James Jerome Hardy, Virginia. James Jeffrey Bruce, Virginia. Richard Snyder, New Jersey. Robin Backus, Virginia. Michael Douglas Green, Texas. Sarah Paluzzi, Pennsylvania. Kimberly Stark, Ohio. Kelly Haar, Illinois. Brandon Gabriel, Washington. Master Chief Voris Swallow, Florida. Stacy Howard, Maryland. Mondre Barnes, Virginia. John Richard Gooley Jr., Virginia. Mike Culver, California. Corey Bowlby, Arizona. Elsa L. Conliffe Stewart, North Carolina. Lindsay Touchette, Louisiana. Jocelyn Kuta, Nebraska. Andylyn May Dato, Florida. Thomas Kennedy, Maryland. Amber Dawn Williams, Maryland. Rebecca Michelle Creech, Ohio. Simon Danibod, Denmark. Joseph William Andresen, Texas. Deborah Hatala, Michigan. Kristen Preston, Florida. Ken Webb, Texas. Latasha McClendon, Maryland. John Crosby, Virginia. Rochelle M. Cleaver, Pennsylvania. Monica Fricks, Texas. Elena Nogaeva, Canada. Christina Rukoba, Texas. Rodney McKinley Hester, Georgia. Alexis Anemana, Delaware. David W. Cooper, Virginia. Scott Thomas Lawson, Oregon. Anna Elena Lindsay, California. Anne Marie DeMarco, Pennsylvania. Lydia Simonaire, Maryland. Alvin Aline, Texas. Robert Matheson, Michigan. Jennifer Miller, Massachusetts. Mohammed Sow, Ohio. Marissa A. Lightfoot, Virginia. Tiffany Zurett, Maryland. Hend Kaneen, Maryland. Anthony Hassano, Florida. Roderick Lerke, Virginia. Stephen Key, Virginia. Eugene De La Garza Jr., North Carolina. Brian Troy Watson II, Maryland. Stephen Barnhart, Arizona. Christopher Jerry Adkins, Maryland. Adrian Pockerell, Maryland. Rebecca O'Pallets, Connecticut. Kevin Woodrum, Virginia. Michael C. Whiteman, Maryland. Freddie Munana, Maryland. Alexander Gill, Virginia. Silvestre Rosa, Rhode Island. Ricardo Ferro, Puerto Rico. Andrea Mhazi Otero, Florida. Natasha Marie Howell, Texas. Dale Anderson, Missouri. Charnel Olivia Louise Roach, Pennsylvania. Kima Rashid, Virginia. Kelly J. Lee, Tennessee. Elizabeth Ann Dietrich, Florida. Andrew Tryman, New York. Jeffrey Wilhelm Brown, Ontario. Elizabeth Pearson, Illinois. Alan J. Marinoff, California. Hannah Alicia Tate, Virginia. Kellyanne Hale, Arizona. Ronald Reeves, North Carolina. Malal Wali Loynab, Virginia. Rhiannon Crothers, Idaho. Nicholas Merlino, Pennsylvania. Roger Dean Ford, Kentucky. Sarah Beneke, Minnesota. James Davenport, Ohio. Farzad Sehun, Virginia. Brock Aaron Lindsay, Kansas. Roberta Jill Hubner, Ohio. Christine Clark, Maryland. Jennifer Rozek, Colorado. Jeffrey Scott Obeer, Connecticut. Paul Kwasi Kenyenso, Maryland. Claire Boyer, Virginia. Jonathan Kleinfeld, Michigan. Wendy Crawford, Florida. Victoria Rose Renard, Wisconsin. Victor Soto, Florida. Alicia Lavon Puller, West Virginia. Matthew M. Corvayan Jr., Georgia. Tamika Press Mercer, Maryland. Melanie Wilcox, West Virginia. Richard Potter, Colorado. Sundu Karoma, Maryland. Marlon Errol Alvarez, Belize. Michelle B. Campbell, Georgia. Rolanda Hooks, California. Jara Lebron, Puerto Rico. Loan de Chavez Lobaton, Guam. Jessica Morales, Virginia. Alan Scott Metzler, Kentucky.
Douglas Hill, Nevada. Joseph Palumbo, Virginia. Brandon Folks, Texas. Brittany Hemphill, Virginia. Osi Najushin, Arizona. Ashley Sellers, Texas. Brandon Lee, North Carolina. Jason Hoyt, Oklahoma. Isaac Yates, Utah. Allison Mergen. Ernesto Gonzalez, Florida. Esther Marie Negotho, Massachusetts. William Rodel, North Carolina. Stacy Buchanan, Virginia. Terry Richards, North Carolina. Gavin Ocrito, California. Alexander Valencia, New Jersey. Perja Lyon, California. Fernando Violes, Jr., Florida. Mapenbadam Suso, North Carolina.
Master's degree candidates, please rise. Dr. Boston, these candidates have fulfilled all requirements for the respective master's degrees, and it is with pleasure that I present them to you.
Thank you, Dr. Powell. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the master's degree with all the privileges and responsibilities thereunto. Graduates, in a time-honored tradition, you may now symbolize your graduation by changing your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a big round of applause for our graduates.
So, graduates, we have one more task. Please be seated. The University System's Board of Trustees, directors, faculty, and staff extend our congratulations to you, our graduates, and now our alumni, on the achievement of your educational goals. We've been privileged to support you in your endeavors, and we wish you only the best in the future. Thank you, family and friends of the graduates, for your support and for being present at the celebration. Now for the class picture. Graduates, please direct your attention to the red, blue, and then white flashing lights above. Please stay seated, smile pretty, for the class of 2016 group photo. Ladies and gentlemen, our commencement ceremony is now concluded. Let your celebrations as alumni, family, and friends continue. Guests, please remain at your seats until the platform party, faculty and guests, and graduates have recessed from the ceremony hall. Thank you and have a great afternoon. Alumni, please stand.